Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Sinking City. Now, in the last stream, we got to encounter the EOD, which those of us who are familiar with Lovecraft, we're pretty sure what EOD stands for. It's something very different here. And we went ahead and met one of the representatives, I believe her name was Anna, at the fish market, and we headed over here to try and figure out what happened with the burglary, and discovered a nice little chamber of horrors in one of down in the basement. So we're gonna have to ask Anna about that, and also found out from the guard that her cheery demeanor is hiding something rather sinister. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out. We've got the fish storage in between between Warren Road and Liberty Road. That's the second part of this that we need to check out. I also went ahead and looked something up online. Do you guys remember when we were over here at Old Church Road trying to figure out what to do with some of those letters that we found? And I was going into detective mode trying to find something. There actually isn't anything there. We go into the buildings. Some of the buildings we can actually go into. So I thought it may have been an investigation thing. It is, but it's just going into buildings and searching them. So we could go ahead and do that a little bit later. But first, we are going to head down to fish storage here. Hawking Lane. Wait, we already got that one done. Between Warren Road and Liberty Road. I think we can go ahead and get rid of this, but I think there was something else. There's something else in this area. Now we need to go talk to Anna and see if we can crack that friendly exterior. What was it? Visit a shop in Central Salvation Harbor. Okay. And we're in the shells right now. Alright, those are the Old Grove. Oh, Inner Shrine Street and Warren Road. I'm not sure if we went ahead and did this, but we're going to place it on the map. Hawking Lane. Oh wow, it's like right here. Oh, this was, I think this was the building that we went into and discovered that there was nastiness. That should be fun. So go ahead and place that mark here. So it's either one of these. So let's go ahead and we'll head down this direction and see what we find. Oh, are we heading into a lovely infected area, which I am not too keen on. In terms of our, I mean, we're decent in our weaponry, but considering the baddies that we have encountered.
Please, help me out. I'll take anything you got.
I can't give you anything, ma'am. That's true, Suzanne. There's nastiness in every building. Go around this way. Yeah. So this is definitely where we need to go. Could go ahead and take the boat. Western Shells, Hawking Lane, between Inner Shrine Street and Warren Road. So it's either this one or this one, right in the middle of the infested area. We'll explore. Might be able to enter by sea. Look at that guy. Alright, definitely not there. Oh, this might be it. Aha! Here's our entry point. Let's get the big guns out. Another lovely location. I don't know if we've actually been here already, but I have noticed that this game is very much like Warcraft and a lot of other titles. They tend to use the same building types, but that could also be due to the fact that... Oh, I see candles. This is new. That a lot of these buildings were prefab. That looks interesting. I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. Alright, good talk. Let us vacate the premises before someone gets wise. And we'll check over here, and if it's more of the same danger zone, yep, crap. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, they usually have those prefab buildings where it's like one or two. Maybe three building designs, but they just alternate them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very effective. And depending on who you have as the contractor, the buildings can be well made, but... And in a lot of different neighborhoods, that's kind of what they have to do in order to meet the demand of people moving in. I know that when we have like an oil boom, they have to start popping up tons of prefab housing. And when I mean prefab, I'm not talking about like
extra. All the news that's fit to print.
I'm not talking about like mobile homes or anything like that, though there definitely are those. But I'm like just those housing developments that all have the similar designs to them. Hey, Soren Wing. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's go ahead and... We're here in the lower area. I don't think we're going to find a fast travel point here.
The raging waters will swallow the earth. The ghastly shadows will take over the sun.
Yeah, the houses. What were those called? I remember they built a big community of them in Long Island back in, I think, the 40s or 50s. There was a terminology for it, but it's escaping me right now. Oh, here we got some fast travel. We're outside of Salvation Harbor. Your whole area was built around 1989. It's interesting how some of that stuff can go. Yeah, it's easier to squeeze them together and they can build them quick. Just get a house built, move on. Get a house built. A Levittown. Okay. I was thinking in my head Levittown, but that works. I guess that was named after the architect. Yeah, catalog homes. Okay, Anna. Let's go ahead and see if we can break that chair.
It won't cost you a penny.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison, though I can't identify it yet.
See, protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
Any theories on who might have done this? Any enemies?
The EOD has a lot of enemies. Wicked people that want to burn this city or drown it in blood. It could be anyone. It could be the police, the Ku Klux Klan, see, take them, or even the Throgmortons. We were always a thorn in the side of those apes.
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
Oh, it's not letting you guys downgrade it? I'm sorry, guys. Well, we definitely need to help our boy. Otherwise, the toy maker, Innsmither. Otherwise, he is going to go down into the fun shack, and we don't want that.
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
Now, refresh my memory. Where's the university here?
I know it very well. Here, give me your map and I'll show you.
Oh, cool.
You were a student there, I take it.
Yes, that's right. I earned my degree there a while ago. Are you surprised?
I just wasn't expecting to see a college graduate working here is all. I never had the opportunity myself. Could say I'm a bit jealous.
You'll find that here in Oakmont, a woman can achieve much more than on the mainland. Our university has always accepted women with open arms.
And tentacles. Alright, let's see what happens here.
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
Doubt.
See you later.
Alright. We have got Oakmont University here. Which, there's Throgmorton Manor. I thought it would be at the university library. I was mistaken. Oh. Alrighty. So we're gonna have to work our way over there. Okay, university. And yeah, we did not see... We don't have any other place for a lab right now, so... I think it's going to be best for us to go ahead and travel... The university or the hospital is going to be our best bet for lab equipment. And I don't necessarily want to go to the asylum just yet. Either in terms of the narrative or in general. So we will place a mark here. And this is going to be a bit of a long trek. So let's go ahead... Actually, it's not going to be that bad. We'll head to West Shore. So I wonder, by telling Anna that we found that dungeon, if we've pretty much just outed ourselves as a threat. Or maybe a little too competent for her taste. I'm not sure. Yeah, the city itself is huge. I wonder if you could, like, look at maps of other cities around this time, what would be a comparable area? Because I figured this would be a pretty sizable town in 1920s Massachusetts, considering it has a university and all of that, being a college town. Okay, that's just going to take us... That building's on fire! Huh. Dare I? Yeah, this game didn't have a fast travel system. It'd be a slog to get through. And off we go. We'll head down Ambrose Street. Which I wonder is a cheeky little reference. Hey, Tamir. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Did the do it command not work? Hold on. Oh. Hold on, guys. I've got to restart the chatbot because we had that DC. One second. We should be in good shape. Tell you what, there's one thing this game does have, and that is a hell of a lot of ambiance. Okay, Kath, can you go ahead and try the command again? Oh. Okay, another infested area. I say just nuke the site from orbit. Now, these buildings seem more... Okay. As we got a guy hanging out on top of the car.
Do it.
There we are.
Do it.
And, oh, Baker Street. Love it. Should we look for, Holmeses? Remember, the guys who made the Sherlock Holmes games. This was their baby. 221B. Occupied, I see. Definitely not where we needed to go. Either that or Holmes is in the middle of a withdrawal binge. So, this is the game's version of Miskatonic. It has an observatory.
Today only. Extra, extra. All the news that's fit for print. Buy a paper, mister.
Yowza. Let's go. Seems like a nice doctor. Closed for maintenance.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
He looks like the actor who played Pennywise.
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
That's an impressive gold-colored tie that he had. Okay, Department of Medicine. So we can't go this way. Closed for maintenance. Hey, Wolf.
Wendell sent you to deliver me the books, right?
No. You must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just worried for the fate of these tomes. It's been a week without news from Wendell. Maybe you can help me. I'd reward you, of course.
Why not? What can I do?
Oh, marvelous. Let's get
See you,
acquainted
Suzanne.
then. Samuel Hopes, honorary member of Altera Par's book club.
Charles Reed, Private Eye.
Good, good. Listen, we're missing 3 rare books. One was taken for restoration while the other 2 were being studied. I asked Wendell to contact all parties, but he's gone quiet. here's our records. Please, retrieve the tomes. They're so very valuable.
Why are they so valuable?
They're the 3rd, 7th, and 9th tomes written by the humble servant. The collection of all 11 books is our most prized possession. The author's real name is a mystery, but we know that he was an Oakmonter for sure.
I am so upset with the fact that those books are being left out in the rain.
Okay, I'm on it. Bye.
Oh, so angry. Get them underneath the tarp at least. What are you doing? Alright. This commemorates all the brave researchers of Oakmont University who gave their lives in the cause of scientific knowledge. Oh, cannot go through that door. Alright. Maybe there's a secondary entrance where they drop off the bodies. Here we go. Kind of reminds me of the old film, The Flesh and the Fiends. Has anyone ever heard of that?
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures.
Oi.
Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Thank you, friend. Students? Robert. To all staff and students of the University of Oakmont, henceforth any mention of the Everyone's Obvious Duty organization, also known as the EOD, its symbolics, current and or past members, as well as espousing their beliefs is forbidden on university grounds on pain of dismissal and or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions that cannot be tolerated. The administration of the Board of Trustees, which I guarantee you, this guy is probably a member, or at least a sizable donor. I will take those pistol rounds that just happen to be hanging out here. Alcohol. Alright, that's where the magic happens.
The door won't budge.
Now, I am actually sad that we cannot make Molotov cocktails. I figure that'd be fairly effective. Hey, they created battlements for us. That's nice. Oh, that's a biggin right there. Alright, we're gonna go for a... Ooh, boy. Easy there. They were... Oh, hi! don't. The lab is clear. Oh, those things are just... Oh. Gotcha. Are they hanging from meat hooks? Guess we are about to find out. Thank you for that first aid kit. I need it.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Easy there.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
Oh, wait. It's a brain. Abby-normal.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
Okay, let's... I feel this thing's going to come alive. I shot it. It didn't seem to care though. Yeah. Okay, I see Tesla coils. Hold on. Where are the Tesla coils? Alright. I have a feeling if we press that button, it's going to wake that thing up. March 2nd. I finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome, but I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd. Was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I began a series of experiments on the creature. So far, it has proven exceptionally resistant to all the poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Its shrieking, though, is bound to haunt me. March 5th. Last night I had a vision. Thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. The Stygian Harvester. Yeah, definitely should save the game, just in case. Do we have... Well, we're getting close to another point. March 10th. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive, even with half of its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th. I developed a way to reanimate their tissues. Even in one that's been dead for weeks, this is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden? Some trait present inside other creatures, or perhaps even ourselves? I will need to find volunteers.
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
You! Doctor, coming at me with the Hulk Hogan pose. So, we've got a grenade. Here's what I suggest. We're gonna put a nice bear trap right there. And put one right here. Make sure our gun is loaded. And press the button, Frank.
So very tempting.
Reanimator. Herbert West. Hi. Oh no! Oh. Whoa, what was that? Hey, Juan. It was like a cultist or something. So we need to go ahead and use double up traps if we're going to do that again. I'm okay with it. We'll probably get some big mad XP for that. I just did like the classic thing you're not supposed to do in D&D campaigns. There's a red button or a red switch, or, you know, in any kind of tabletop. You press it? Absolutely. I don't know. It seemed like he took some damage. Those bear traps. Maybe a bear trap and a grenade. So we'll double up and we'll throw the grenade. If we can't kill him with that, then, you know, we may just go ahead and leave well enough alone. But I must see. I don't know if there's other firearms in this game. If we can use a shotgun or... Okay. So. Oh no, that's not the auto. I didn't want the auto save. I wanted the manual save, friend. I hate the fact... I wish you could name your saves. Because that's a little bit confusing. Oh, by the way, how's the brightness looking on the stream, guys? Is it better than it was before? Since we fixed the problem? Wanted to make sure. Looks good? Awesome. No problems on your end. Well, we were running at full color, which actually kind of made things harder to see. So I set that and redid it, and everything looked a whole lot better. So this is the stream with everything fixed. Okay, let's go ahead and try this again. And actually use the save. I guess this is the most recent. Yeah. That's a weird way to do that. You like this game? I'm digging it. I like I like a lot of stuff out of it. Some stuff I'm kind of meh about. But this was supposed to be like they sold it as a AAA indie title, which is an interesting way to describe it. It's actually kind of one of those things, like, I'd much rather not have the... I guess, I don't know if this makes any sense. I'd much rather not have the combat than do anything else. You like the Tron games and Star Wars games I played? Yeah, I was running out of Star Wars games. I think the only one I haven't done is Republic Commando. And I don't really want to go back to Tor anytime soon. I've kind of had my fill of MMOs as of late. So it just puts you at a... Alright. So they just put you at a phone booth no matter where you save. That's unfortunate. But it's alright. We're going to try this again. And looks like we had a investigation area. Yeah, just the Department of Medicine in general. I want to kill that critter dead. Please don't be alive. Okay. You're good. You're good. Oh, we can get all the stuff again. That's nifty. Alright, you guys ready for round 2?
So very tempting.
Do it. Hey, friend. Oh, it's sloughed everything. Huh? Oh. It kills. It so kills. It is fast. It's mean. It's got a weak spot, though. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I can just hang out here. What's that? Is that just a brick I can throw? Yep, that's just a brick I can throw. Oh, it has an insanity attack. Ah, boo. Maybe we need to come back when we've got, like, maybe a shotgun. More grenades. I don't know. It said to explore the medicine department. I also hate the fact that it takes an insanely long load time when you die. Not an insanely long one, but I feel like I'm playing a PS1 game. I don't know, Juan. It looked like he just sloughed through all those traps. That was not high on his list of cares. We'll do one more time. Strike 3, we're out, and we'll just continue on, but my curiosity is piqued with this. If that's okay with you guys. To tell you all the truth, I kind of don't want to do all the side quests. I kind of just want to beat the game, because I found out the endings, and I'm not surprised, because of it's the Sherlock Holmes stuff. What you do in the game doesn't affect the ending at all. Like the stuff that you do. Yeah. You basically have 3 choices at the end of the game. But it was like that with the Sherlock Holmes games too. There were no bad option or no bad ending. Well, there were bad endings, but like there weren't really consequences for solving things in certain ways. So yeah. So we will press the button and we will set the traps. We'll have him chase us. He'll hit all the traps. We'll dive over the barrier and then proceed to throw the grenade like right in his face and see how that goes. And then we'll just try and pistol him and see if that works. Like, I don't know if the bear traps make any difference whatsoever. I mean, I've seen it kill some of the smaller guys, so I'd like to think it's at least doing some damage. Still good? Yep, we're still good. Let's go ahead and get our weapons loaded and ready to go. Alright. Once more into the breach. I tried to open that, like old school. Oh. More pistol rounds. The game is going to be nice and give me another med kit, right? So we have max. Alright. Bear trap 1.
So very tempting.
Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, oh lord, oh. Okay. You know, discretion, the better part of valor. Hey friend. Ooh, he did not like that. Behind you. Creepy. Oh, are you bugged in the wall? Oh, I think he's bugged. Oh, that's a shame. If they can break the laws of nature, so can I. Turnabout's fair play. Alright, experiment log 2. We already looked at that.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it. Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
Well, that went about as good as we can get, folks. And evidence was updated. Dirty but wealthy, yeah. Any fight you can walk away from.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not, but so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long.
I like to think that he did like a Kitty Pryde and tried to phase through the
We
wall.
finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Now remember, we're looking for someone with a like a shiny bald head.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Ugh.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Convenient.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
He's practical.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried. 6 feet under.
At least.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
Now, I'm wondering if we're going to have to choose between which of these professors was actually the culprit. If that's going to be like the big choice of this quest.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none. Worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
I'll see you later.
Okay. So let's head upstairs and see what's going on in the professor offices. Maybe we'll get some clues. We might get clues that'll incriminate both of them. Unless there's critters here too, which we need to be aware of. Closed for maintenance. Professor Edwin Westerbrook, which we cannot go into yet. But we can go into Cavendish's office. And looks like Professor George Cavendish. Some anatomy here. Okay, so it looks like the professor actually just had this as the office currently, while the other one was under maintenance. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished. You can give me Cavendish's office. You can tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce. Westerbrook. Authorized personnel only. We will check that last. Ooh. Spidey senses are tingling. Draft of an article. Brothers and sisters. Crossed out. Too familiar. My fellow Americans. Crossed out. They are Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont. How much longer will we put up with those fish-faced crossed out. Those sea freaks. Crossed out. How much longer will we put up with this? Those K-forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD. Crossed out. Okay, what am I looking at? Aha! Hello. It's a key mold. Is there anything else we need to be aware of here? Oh. Of course. I keep on forgetting about that.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
And there's the bald guy. And the handsy guys are back.
The door won't budge.
I'll budge now. Aha! If I like this, I've heard Reign of the Old Ones is fun. There's also a new game that actually came out, I think, this week that Attack Turkey was looking at that was Cthulhu inspired.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Also, that label that says ricin might be a clue. Okay. To the Mind Palace. Actually, let's go ahead. Holy crap! Trevin raiding with a party of 17. Hi, everyone. Holy crap. Good to see everyone. Did not expect that. Nice to meet y'all. My name's Wretch. I'm a YouTuber primarily, but I do a lot of streaming here on Twitch for Extra Life, the Extra Life charity. So welcome. We're in the middle of playing the Sinking City, which has been a pretty fun Lovecraftian experience. We're in the university right now. And we just finished killing a pretty big nasty in the basement. Thank you guys for all those follows. Holy crap. Please may I say you have the hair of a god? Well, thank you guys. How y'all doing? What was the game that was being played? let's go ahead and run through Poison Thief. Mass Effect. Ah, cool. I love that for the first Mass Effect game. George Cavendish, professor at Oakmont, is the Poison Thief. He made himself a copy of the key to the Poison Locker. Oh, you did Renegade playthrough. Sick. No one gets a pass. Be a prick to everybody. Well, Trev, thank you very much for that raid. It is greatly appreciated. If you guys like more info about the Extra Life charity, if you all don't know about it, which is this awesome group of gamers across the United States and Canada that raise money for their local Children's Miracle Network hospital. I'm playing for Medical Center Hospital, which is based in Odessa, Texas. That helps provide critical medical care for kids across West Texas and Eastern New Mexico. You can put in the command Extra Life in the chat. And also, let me go ahead and put this in. And everyone who was in the chat up before the raid came on, go ahead and give Trev a follow. That awesomeness.
I'll see you later.
Juicy is an amazing artist. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, Trev, thank you very much for those bits. Remember, guys, all bit subs and ad revenue here on the channel go right to help out Extra Life. All revenue here on Twitch goes to help out the kids. So thank you for supporting the sick kids at Medical Center Hospital, and thank you for supporting the channel. So, Juicy, do you have a Twitter or Instagram or anything so I can look at said artwork? If Raven says it's good, that's good enough for me. Alright, so George Cavendish, professor at Oakmont, is the Poison Thief. He made himself a copy of the key to the Poison Locker. He lives somewhere in Advent. Okay. Now, is it Sabrier? Sabrierla. I am horrible. I butcher names like a killer in Dead by Daylight, so I apologize. Thank you for those bits as well. And Juicy, thank you for that follow. Thanks for all the love tonight, guys. Hell's bells. Sib is fine? Ah, okay. Also, if you guys are of the YouTube persuasion, that is my main gaming channel is on YouTube under Wretch Plays. Check it out if you feel so inclined. Play a lot of very eclectic bunch of games. Yeah, Raven was kicking ass today with one of her streams. I saw. So this guy lives in the Advent? How do we figure out where he lives, though? Do we need to... Oh, we need to go to the archives, don't we? Yes. I assume to the archives. Or the police. Alright, let's find our Bill and Ted phone booth here.
All on sale, today only.
Actually, let's go talk to Pennywise again and see if he knows where the professor lives. Where's Attack Turkey's content? Are you talking about the game that I was referring to, Bebop? Or just his content in general? Yeah? Let me check on that real quick. 'Cause he sent me a link to it. So if you go on Steam, look up Westmark Manor. Westmark Manor. Right there. Apparently that is new and of the Lovecraftian persuasion. Yeah, Demonic, this game unfortunately suffered a case of what I call Deep Impact Armageddon. And what that means is there was that year that the asteroid hitting Earth movie Deep Impact came out the same year as Armageddon. And people normally just went and saw one, so both films kind of suffered. And this came out the same year, this came out last year the same time as the official Call of Cthulhu video game. So it kind of got like swept under the rug, unfortunately.
Something I can help you with, sir?
Okay, so that is... We will delete that.
Extra. All on sale. Today only.
It looked like it had a lot of potential. Alright. So... We're going to head over here, and actually this gives us a good chance to actually check out at least this area for that note. So that should work out pretty well. When the game released, it got a lot of play. Awesome. Yeah, this is from the same group that Frogwares did the Sherlock Holmes games like Crime and Punishment, Devil's Daughter. I really enjoyed those games. I don't think they are in there was something that happened apparently. I don't think they're in operation anymore. It's fairly interesting. I think the combat is a little bit clunky, but the detective stuff is pretty fun. It takes a lot of stuff from the Sherlock Holmes games, like looking through archives and trying to figure out what's what, and it doesn't hold your hand, which is both frustrating and appealing all at the same time. Oh, is that our... No, that is not our friend in yellow.
Stay safe.
Don't you tell me what to do. Okay, period. I guess after the flood... Actually, no. That wouldn't be important. Officials? Section... Advent. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta choose the right evidence. Alright. Definitely need to keep Advent on here. Maybe current events. I would like to think that the professor would be asked. Maybe celebrities. Commoners? Actually, we probably should check all the different sections of the paper, just in case. Yeah, they also did a Sherlock Holmes Cthulhu investigation game. I think it's called Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. It's a fun, old-school detective game. Just make sure to save your game because there is no autosave. I was actually doing that on the channel and played for about 2.5 hours and just didn't realize that it didn't have an autosave. That was my bad. But you get caught and there's a game over. There hadn't been a game over at all, like no situation to get a game over until this one little thing happened and had to start all over again. It sucked. Okay, well, I am not seeing... We definitely have to research, but... Maybe the police department? I may be off the mark there, but... We'll check the police department. If we don't find anything there, we'll head back. And, we'll actually try to take care of the sad woman or the crying woman or singing woman. There's like the lullaby. Because we can go into one of these buildings, which I did not pay attention to before. That frame rate, though. Oh, that's a good sign. Alright, Trev. Like I said, thank you very much again for the raid.
Don't waste my time, newcomer.
You have yourself a good night. Okay, let's check the police archives. Subjects? Okay, I knew that probably was not going to be the case. What is an Advent? We've got the freaking University Library and the City Hall. Yeah, absolutely. You're always welcome. I tend to stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays with random times in between. Okay, it wouldn't be in the hospital. Alright, let's try and find this building we can go into. It's at Old Church Road and Tanner Street. We've got plenty of ammunition. And we will just do our best here. And it's not in the danger zone. So that's good to know. I'm expecting just one of these doors to lie open. Aha! Gotcha. Gun at the ready. You guys see what I mean? Like it's all very similar design for the buildings. Oh my god. Who told you you could go upstairs? I don't recall approving that. Oh, I'm so about to die. Oh, I'm in a dead end. Oh, it's over. It's over. Flee! No friendly policeman outside this go around. Alright, let's try that again. This time with feeling. Knock, knock. Are you still here? Okay, so the first aid kit. That was nice of them. See, a 12 gauge shell. Like, I would really like a shotgun. If... Hi! Oh! I don't have a grenade. Boy. Oh, hi. Hi, hi, hi. You know, I don't like you. Not a fan. At least nothing else spawned. My kingdom for a grenade. Oh, Lord! Oh, no. Oh, wrong gun. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep. I hugged him, and he hugged me back. Yeah, I don't think we need to be going into any of these rooms, or any of these areas until we've got a shotgun. I cannot be as accurate as I'd like to be since I'm using a PS4 controller. I can't use a mouse and keyboard. Got to go for that, you know, spread shot, that... By the way, for those of you in chat, we are at $5,575 out of a $6,000 goal so far for the hospital this year. And once we hit 6,000, I've been doing different goals. Like 4,000 was my hair went blue. 5,000, I'll actually be getting my very first tattoo, which is going to be Extra Life related, sometime before the end of the year. And at 6,000, I'm going to be doing a full read-through of The Strange Case of Charles Dexter Ward, which is a novella that was written by Lovecraft, and it's one of my personal favorite Lovecraft stories. So I'm really looking forward to that if we hit 6K. So there are incentives. Ugh. Alright, well, we're just going to leave that person to their, not that person, but you guys know what I mean. And edit. Go ahead and delete that. We need to figure out To his student, he lives somewhere in Advent. We could always go, yeah, we could go door to door. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and do this, unless something else rears its ugly head. I think we're going to head to the university library, which is going to be this way. No, the only person that we were able to talk to really was the student and the guy behind the desk, but when I talked to the guy behind the desk, he didn't really have any additional information other than he knew that Cavendish lived in Advent. So, judging the fact that there's a library there, we could probably do some research. I say that that is probably our best bet. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and head all the way to the end of this street, and we'll just take a boat up. Hook a U? Or, excuse me, take a right. It's very interesting to see that district actually have... Whoa. You did check a walkthrough? Oh, okay. I've got no qualms, Gaff. Go ahead. If am I on the right track, or did I just miss something? I'm betting I missed something. Oh, I was right with the newspaper. Urch. Of course I was. Subject citizens. Select the registry. Registry. Oh, okay. That was my bad. I interpreted registry as something quite different. Okay, well, let's go ahead and try this again with a little less fail. Temperamental game. But all the Sherlock Holmes games are like that. There was a series of full motion video detective games called Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. And you basically, like, anytime you went outside of what you're supposed to do, you would get points deducted. Kind of like Carmen Sandiego, but it was so much more strict. Okay, so Poison Thief. We go... Kat, do you mean the police? Because that did not have the stuff. Check whip back up here. No. But it's in City Hall, which is also in Advent. That makes sense. So we have to go to City Hall and not the newspaper. I actually went back to the newspaper office. No, it's fine. And the game doesn't really give you any hint to go to City Hall. It's all good. And back on our journey. Let's engage in some acts of piracy. Yar! They do not seem impressed with my attempt to commandeer their vessel. Be that way. All the way to the end of this street. Yeah, I need to get the tri-corner hat, otherwise you're just, you know. Ooh, fancy. With a sign. Sign right out of BioShock. Would you kindly? Oh. And this part of town is not that sunken. It still has mollusk though. Now, give me a second. I want to check the university library here. Or can I go into it yet? Ooh.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome to Oakmont University Library. Joy Hayden. Can I help?
Charles Reed, private investigator. I need to see your book catalogs.
Sure. Over there.
And that's it? No payment, no threatening, no favors in return?
No. Library public. Knowledge for everyone. Welcome.
Well, that's music to my, eyes.
So, my mind's going to Hocus Pocus.
This city doesn't look like it has much need for books, except as fuel for fires. How come the library's in such good shape?
Mr. Throgmorton. Funds. Keeps everything in check.
Really? Huh. I wouldn't have thought that of him. I wonder why.
He says people need hope, entertainment, escapism. Now more than ever, can't imagine library without his help.
We gotta ask.
I apologize for my bluntness, but can I ask you a question?
Mouth?
Yeah.
Punishment. Long story.
Again, sorry for me being so direct, but that can't be legal, can it? This looks like... it looks like torture.
Legal in Oakmont. Local custom.
Huh.
What sort of scarlet letter nonsense is that?
Bye, Joy.
They go right into the staff only. Oh, that's what Reed do. The special editions. Okay, section, book information. Definitely need to come back here at some point. It's fairly fascinating because in the Sherlock Holmes games, you just have one archive. Like, Holmes's archives are so expansive. Like, you can get everything in one go, but we have to go to different locations for this. It's a nice little library, though. I'd love to have a bookshop about this size. Okay. To City Hall. Wish you could just commandeer one of these cars. Is that a church? That is a church. With, interesting statue there. Oh, okay. Church of St. Michael. Tell me we can go in.
The door won't budge.
Curses. I'm sure there's all kinds of blasphemous nonsense in there. How's it hanging? Get to church in time for Moss. Okay. Deadly area. You heard that? Whoa. Okay, that guy was walking right toward me. I was like, that's kind of creepy. Okay, then. Oh, look at it up there. The Marsh Refinery. And more of Whiteley's chemical or household chemistry. There's quite a few franchises here in this town. So where's this section of Disneyland? Oh, there's badness. This is just like where we fought the, Nope. Yeah, I think we'll just leave that alone. Let's try not to get sidetracked anymore. I know that's hard for me to do. But until we get some big guns, I don't see the point. Well, City Hall looks normalish. What do you want, Wazowski?
Yes, I haven't got all day. What do you want?
Just wanted to say hi. I'm new in town.
Oh, how nice for you. If you need to look anything up in our archives, get in line like everybody else.
Well, if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other.
Bye.
Just be nice. Nod at the old lady with cataracts. And go find the archive. Okay. So that's where we need to go. Nothing to loot, nothing to steal. You got something in your plumbing, I'm afraid. That's kind of weird that they wouldn't give us a hint about going over to one of these places. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that goes beyond being vague and more into the... in terms of game design. That's too vague. Subjects, in my opinion, at least. Your particular mileage may vary. Citizen records, Advent. Name, George Walter Cavendish. Well, the thing about it is, Kath, is that a lot of people probably don't know to go to the City Hall to look up records on people. they would figure, you know what I mean? It's like that's kind of a concept that's not around anymore, and I think that the game probably should give off that impression, or say, hey, you could always, you know, check this out kind of thing, so people who may not know that concept anymore know where to go. Yeah, even Reed muttering a line about that would be helpful. Place, date of birth, January 26th, 1883, Oakmont, Massachusetts. Advent Central, St. Michael's Road, between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street, Flat 2. Professor of Biology. Outstanding. So, Carpenter Street. And Constitution. St. Michael's Road. Alright, so right around here. Let's go. Hey, how you doing? I remember even the Sherlock Holmes games, it would give at least a slight pointer on where to go. I mean, this isn't one of those, like, in terms of pointing out a mechanic of the game, I guess, is that's more accurate. Like, I don't think that should be obfuscated. Oh, the Brown Derby. Now, I'm curious is now that...
All on sale, today only.
Now that we are... oh, I heard that broom along the ground, and I thought I was about to get hit by something. I believe that this is where we need to go. But I'm wondering if... wow, why is that green? That's very Bioshock. If the makeup of the buildings is going to be a little bit different. Speaking of Bioshock, look at the statue to a Big Daddy there in the distance. Honey, I'm home. Okay, it's flat 2. Yeah, break out the big artillery.
The door won't budge.
Crimes and Punishments. That's my favorite of the lot, Nova. I actually wasn't a big fan of Devil's Daughter. I was okay, but I didn't like the redesign of Holmes. But I love Crimes and Punishments. That was great. Oh, hello there, baby carriage. If you want it, take it. It's free. Okay, there's nothing in there. That was a potent shovel, man. Hello? Why does he have everything locked? I guess we'll find out eventually. It's a nice place.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Well, remember, it said in the records that he was divorced, so... sentimental value. Thinking about what was. Coil springs and shotgun ammo. Ah, this is where the magic happens. The Eldritch magic. Beg your pardon? Okay. You should got creepy there.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Newspaper issue, March. Going, gone. Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shells, Salvation Harbor, and Grimhaven Bay. I will tear my throat up if I keep doing that. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD that's recently risen to prominence among the city's poor, said Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmouthers, and to remain at home during the evening hours. Stay alert.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
Okay. The professor's fact list. Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicions from Westerbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Think about Plan B. Hold on, I want to read that again. Okay. Now, are you going to be hanging in here?
The door won't budge.
Ooh. Give me a sec.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
I was wondering if those were his.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Is there a... Did I not get... Oh, can't carry any more shotgun shells. Feel there's something going on here that I'm not seeing. We are not done with this investigation. Can't go that way.
Budge.
Ow. Just had one of those ticks. You ever had one of those when you just kind of like, eh? Okay, what am I missing here?
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Nothing on this side, right? Didn't look like there was a third floor. Not by my eyes. We can double check and make sure. Oh, wait a minute. Should we check and see if there's a secret snack chamber? Hey, Jalen. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, there looks like there should be another floor, huh? Can we connect new clues? No, we don't have anything new for the Mind Palace. And this is a... yeah, okay. This is a crime scene, so there is something going on here.
The door won't budge.
Something I have missed. Okay, let's assume that the hallway is clear. All the nonsense that has to be in here. EOD. Oh, wait. Okay, nothing in the bin. Ventilation system. Oh. Nothing under the table.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Did I get everything off the wall of clues? I thought so. Yeah, there's the Chronicle. Oh. Good call, Kath. Disturbance in the shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appeared to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as of yet, the case remains unsolved. One source from the shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seems to have precipitated the fight. Okay. In we go.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Oh, the plot thickens. Oh, the crib.
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine. Mine!
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you. You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Oh, that was not it. Okay. So maybe it was this.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
Ah.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine. Mine!
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
It's George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Which means they got the Innsmouth taint. It's beginning to look... Oh. Not a good place to have this happen. Whoa. Got some serious Attack on Titan vibes there. It's beginning to look...
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
I'm tripping out, man.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Alright. It's beginning to look a lot like fishmen.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
Dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good.
Greater good.
I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
Your plan sucks, dude.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and Kay, they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
Ah, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Good God, no. Who knows how many people he just killed?
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. You don't understand.
Oh, okay, well. Well, that happened. I feel bad that I wasted a large round on him. Whew. Alright, guys, well. That happened. Should have thrown a brick at him. Yeah, I don't think it was going to give us an option to not kill him. Doesn't even have a bullet hole. Nice ragdoll physics, though. Alright, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here. And I think we're going to go ahead and call it a stream. It's nice to...
The door won't budge.
Shoot something and have it die in one hit, though. That's refreshing. So, it looks like Reed is... You can tell, even in terms of his voice, he's getting more affected by Oakmont, which is kind of cool to see. So if you guys please stay, hang tight. We're going to go ahead and raid another channel. And just do my outro for YouTube. And I want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays with random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the awesome Extra Life charity. So please check that out if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.